Happy VA Wednesday. So today I'm going to be talking with you about something I see it confuses people constantly. It's one of the things whenever I'm doing one of the red arrow calls, which is what I do after people are fully underwritten, is I talk to them about this because they're always like, wait, what? Okay, so let me give you an example. So when you're buying a $200,000 house with VA, okay, we're going to use 200,000 because it's easy math. What happens is you're going to pay the VA funding fee of 2.3%. Now that's going to be the funding fee if it's your first time using VA and you do not get any sort of VA disability pay, okay? If you get any sort of VA disability pay, the funding fee is 0. If you put down 5%, the funding fee goes down to 1.65%. If you put down 10%, it goes down to 1.4%. Okay? But otherwise, first time using VA, we're talking about 2.3%. Now, if it's your second, third time, it is higher. It's the 3.6 subsequent use, but let's do the 2.3. Okay, I've already confused you in the first 5 minutes. Fantastic. And also, you know, it's always good to verify this information. You can go onto the VA website and see what the funding fee chart is, because you could be watching this video 10 years from now and the information's probably changed. So always good to double check it on the VA website, the VA funding fee chart. That will explain it all. Okay, so back to my example. It's your first time using VA. Yes, you're using it. Cool. Okay, so you're buying a $200,000 house, and the question I get a lot is, well, wait, Jen, why is my loan higher than my purchase price? Okay, so this is where there's a huge amount of confusion with VA, because a lot of people think, oh, well, you can finance all the closing costs into VA, right? Wrong. You can only finance the funding fee. Yes. So if the purchase price is $200 and my funding fee is 2.3%, that's $4,600. So my loan amount is going to be $204,600. Okay, even though my purchase price is $200, my loan amount is going to be higher in order to absorb that funding fee. Now, the next question I get is, well, wait, is it going to have to appraise for $204,600? No, it just has to appraise for the purchase price. The funding fee goes on top like whipped cream on a sundae, no drama. Very important that you guys know that, because if you're working with a real estate agent that doesn't understand VA, they could say, well, it's not going to appraise for 205, so I think you need a different loan. And it's like, it doesn't need to. It just needs to appraise for the purchase price, which is the 200. The funding fees, just the whipped cream, okay? Now, sometimes people ask me, well, Jen, I don't want to finance it. Can I pay it? Yeah, totally. If you want to pay it, great, but it has to be paid in full. We can't pay percentages of it. So it's really important that you guys recognize that. And then I did have one guy, I've only had one guy pull this off since I've really gotten into VA loans, and I'm going to tell you what he did. It was pretty magical. And this was like early 2019, end of 2018. So he actually negotiated with the seller to get the full 4% credit towards closing, because that's the max you could ever ask a seller for closing costs with VA is 4%. And he actually used 2.3% of that 4% in order to pay for the funding fee. That was pretty magical. Now, it was a much bigger loan, so the rest of the credit did pay all his closing costs, but he just mapped it out and was able to pull it off. Is that likely in this market right now? No, not really. Not unless you're looking at a house that's been on the market for a while, you know, and I think this house was probably about 600, 700,000. So, you know, it can happen. It's good for you guys to know this, especially if you're watching this video years from now and the market's changed. So that is the deal with the VA funding fee and why, okay, your loan amount is higher than your purchase price. Because I have literally gotten calls where people are like, I hate my lender, they suck, they're ripping me off, my loan amount is higher than my purchase price. And I'm like, hey, they may still suck, they may still be ripping you off, but the reason it's higher is that funding fee. be. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, questions, comments, throw them in here or email me, text me, set up a link on the calendar. A lot of the calendar, you guys are going to be talking with Alyssa until you're fully pre-approved, and that's generally when I'm stepping in. So we are here to help you guys though, and if there's something we can't answer, we ask an underwriter, because that's the only way to do this. So once again, licensed in 48 states, would love to help you through VA loan and answer any VA questions. Thanks for watching. See you next week.